EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live first-round coverage of the International Challenge. Well, this golf course goes back a long ways, to 1878, in fact. We're at Royal Troon Golf Club in Scotland. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities out here?
Well, normally when the Open Championships played, the breeze comes out of the sort of northwest, which means those first few holes are played down breeze, and then the closing stretch is played into the breeze. So really, you sort of make your hay on the way out, and then you hang on for dear life on the way in. And that doesn't really change because you have some rather short par fours to start.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough.
Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Good swing, good shot. Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Locked in on the read and the speed. He'd settle for par here. Lining this one up for par.
And that's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close. Frank, another great example of links golf. It's not a particularly long hole, but there is trouble if you hit it offline.
Yeah, there's a bunker down there at about 280 yards that has to be avoided. Only the long hitters, or perhaps the wind behind your back, is the reason to take that bunker on.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. With that birdie, now at 1 under par for the tournament. Frank, looking at the third, what are the sort of key decisions that you have to make?
There's two bunkers down the left. They're not really the issue. They're the burn. That's about 285 yards. This is not a hole, really. You just take the driver out and swing away. Just something that stays up short of that. It's just going to leave you a short iron in. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Chiba. Down. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Wow, almost fell within just a few inches of dropping. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Action is underway, and we'll take you out to hole number 4. Early in the round, and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
Wow, he moved that a long way right into fairway. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Frank, he might like this one. He might. And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
On to the 5th hole now, Frank, and this is really where the old course starts to test the golfers. It's just over 200 yards. Are you happy with a par 3 here?
You are. This is one of the toughest shots, certainly on the outward 9. There's 4 bunkers of this par 3. You don't really worry about the one that's short left, but the one just on the front right of the green is the biggest concern. You've either got to go around it or carry it.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Good, clean contact. A nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Settles in over the putt. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Frank, it's all about the difficult rough off the right-hand side of the green here at the hole they call the slopes.
Yeah, 600 plus yards par 5, so really you don't want to be flirting with that right side.
This one has a chance to be really good. Excellent position, just a huge shot. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Just playing excellent golf. 5 under for the tournament. Ball's teed up, ready to fly here at the 7th.
Yeah, it's a slight elevated tee, so you see all the problems in front of you. A couple of bunkers down the left, 2 down the right, but it's links golf, so you know where you got to go. That's in between them.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. Starting to put something special together. 6 under par. Frank, the par 3 8th hole, it is one of the most famous little holes in all of golf.
123 yards postage stamp. Pick the wrong club, though, maybe a little too much, and it'll be a green that you'll more than airmail.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, a par here. That's just fine. Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club. 423 yards. What are you looking to do with this one, Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dogleg left. It's called the Monk, actually, because it faces the village of Monktown. One bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that, but it's not that you're trying to carry it, it's you're trying to cut the ball off that. I'm loving that balance.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Strong approach shot here at the 9th. Good opportunity to finish this side with a birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just an amazing. Records continue to fall. Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank Hill will be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, you come to an Open Championship and you expect to hear the term gorse. You see it here on the 11th hole. If you do end up in the gorse, what can you possibly do to get out?
Well, anything you can. A lot of the times it's an unplayable lie, but if you remember back 2004, Ernie Els tried to play a ball when it was suspended about 3 feet off the ground and managed to flick it out of the sort of the thorny gorse.
This is some drive. I'm reminded of the old Phillies baseball announcer, Harry Callis, who used to say, "That ball is out of here."
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Well, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And getting ready for the putt. Really hitting on all cylinders now. A 9 under for the tournament. Frank, how do you size up the 12th hole here at Royal Troon?
Well, first look at 430 yards, you'd think it'd be a rather easy par 4, but that's not really the issue. The issue is gorse right and left. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McILROY, Frank, sticking the follow through.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Just a couple of feet. And -10 for the round. Frank, break down the par 4 13 for us.
Another par 4 that bends to the right. Lots of undulation on this fairway. This is the first of 6 straight holes that head in the direction of the clubhouse.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Yeah, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Might be. Could be. That is a cross-country putt right there.
Up and over the ridge. That's a seagull.
Heading for home now, Frank. The par 3 14, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of this green up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
Good-looking shot right here. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. At the 15th, this par 4 is over 480 yards.
The key here really is the 3 bunkers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. 260 yards gets you past that. If you find the fairway here, then you don't have to worry about the 3 bunkers that are short of this green. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you
Just a beautiful approach shot. Tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. Former college #1 makes another birdie.
The back nine here at Royal Troon has only one par 5, and here it is, Frank.
At 542 yards, you'd think it's reachable, but that burn cuts in at 280 yards, so it means you have to lay back. But I remember back in 1997 playing alongside Tiger Woods, and he still managed to get it onto the green from behind the burn. That was some shot.
You knew at that point he was something special.
He certainly was. He then knocked it in from 40 feet for an eagle 3.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, a good chance to attack the flag.
Second from an excellent lie. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Big swing. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Putting on a show this tournament needs to 15 under par. Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Not a huge miss, Frank, but did lose this just a little to the right.
Well, it looks like it's going to catch a piece of the green, though.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Good looking putt right here. I might like it. Perfect roll right there.
Anything other than a rookie. Great stroke.
Frank, now the final hole here at Royal Troon, and when you think about the legends who have made the walk toward the clubhouse and the claret jug, it really does give you a sense of where you're at. How about Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke, Tom Watson, Tom Weiskopf? They've all made the walk on this final hole to the claret jug.
And they've all hit great tee shots, and that's really what you need here. There's a bunker, you hit the ball. So there's 3 down the left. There's no other way around it but avoiding them. And there's 1 down the right if you try and play it too safe.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Settles in over the putt. In the hole for birdie.
Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place to be. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the International Challenge.
Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort.
Chance for back-to-back.
Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. That one just didn't go in. Did the job right there. Frank, another great example of links golf. It's not a particularly long hole, but there is trouble if you hit it offline.
Yeah, there's a bunker down there at about 280 yards that has to be avoided. Only the long hitters or perhaps the wind behind your back is the reason to take that bunker on.
Excellent looking shot here. I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in one. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Par yesterday, now for birdie. Down it, that's a birdie. Back to the tee box here on hole number 3, and there are a few club selection decisions that come into play on this first shot, Frank.
There is. The reason why, there's a burn that cuts through from the 16th hole all the way across the golf course through the middle of the 3rd. And that stops, or should I say starts, at about 285 yards. That really has to be at the forefront of your mind.
Tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Man, just slides by. And only a tap in left. Good putt. This putt for par. Cleans that up in the hole. It's a dogleg right, par 5, the 4th hole. Can you cut the corner here, Frank?
Well, you don't have to. There is a bunker down the right side that's going to take at least 280 yards to get past that. You can also cut it around there and sort of follow the shape of the hole.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Second shot, good look at the green. Down, little Shiva, down! That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green.
Rich, I remember back in 1997 playing alongside Tiger Woods in the 3rd round. Do you know what he shot that day?
It was low. It was a great round, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the lowest round he's ever shot in the Open Championship. 64 to be precise. Justin Leonard went on to win the Open Championship that year.
On the green in regulation. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
He'll take par and move on. On to the 5th hole now, Frank, and this is really where the old course starts to test the golfers. It's just over 200 yards. You happy with a par 3 here?
You are. This is one of the toughest shots, certainly on the outward 9. There's 4 bunkers of this par 3. You don't really worry about the one that's short left, but the one just on the front right of the green is the biggest concern. You've either got to go around it or carry it.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just didn't read that one quite right. And he's putting for par now. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
All right, Frank, how about the 6th hole, long par 5?
Yeah, 3 bunkers off the tee. Avoid those. But if you hit a good one, certainly reachable. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have.
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. He'll need to be strong with this. Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Solid play, heart of the green. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Frank, a par here, that's just fine. Frank, we're moving inland now to the 7th hole. It's a 405-yard par 4. What's ahead?
Little dogleg to the right, a couple of bunkers right on the corner of it. So once again, check the breeze and somehow find that fairway. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, just for birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. He's in the hole for a birdie. Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club. 423 yards. What are you looking to do with this one, Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dogleg left. It's called the Monk, actually, because it faces the village of Monktown. One bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that. But it's not that you're trying to carry it. It's you're trying to cut the ball off that.
missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Good putt. Getting set for the back 9 here at Royal Troon. Frank, break down the 10th.
Little dogleg to the left, blind tee shot. Fairway starts to run out about 290 yards, so you've got to be cognizant of that.
This one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, what has stood out for you watching this player into these wins?
A lot of smart decisions. Not trying to fight the win, using it, and really just a lot of good strikes, one after the other. It's going to take a good one here, considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. Getting set now over the putt. And he makes it for par. Frank, this 11th hole can be a real bear. Even the Golden Bear knows that.
Yeah, just to remind him, in his rookie year in 1962, he made a whopping 11. Now, I can't remember the last time I heard Jack Nicklaus made double figures on one hole.
Yeah, so maybe a bogey 5 or even a double bogey 6. Not so bad. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Frank, how do you size up the 12th hole here at Royal Troon?
Well, first look at 430 yards, you'd think it'd be a rather easy par 4. But that's not really the issue. The issue is course right and left. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Leaves that one about 20 feet out from the cup. Nicely played shot. Locked in on the read and the speed. Bang, right in the back of the cup, Frank.
Unbelievable.
Frank beginning to head towards home. This is the 13th of par 4.
Another dogleg right. Problem isn't really the tee shot here, even though there's undulations and mounds all over the fairway. Second shot's played uphill to an elevated green.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, it's straight at it.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
He'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Your swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Strong wind here early in the round. How do you think this is going to affect the players, Frank?
Well, they've got to be clever on a club selection and the type of shot they want to hit now.
And he's made the green. This one measures out to 24 feet. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of this green up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Frank, now at the 15th, and how hard is this par 4?
The key really is to get the ball on the fairway here. Avoid those 3 bunkers, because this is one of the flattest greens on the golf course. Get the ball on the green here. Any putt's makeable. I'm loving that balance.
It's a good spot right there.
Center cut. Rich, right now, this does not look like the same player we saw earlier on in the day.
I don't recognize him. He was hitting it all over the ballpark in the first few holes. I didn't think there was any chance that he'd be where he is right now. Credit to him. This took guts.
Yeah, his composure is so different right now.
Well, that's the beauty of this game. You stay with it. It's 18 holes. You keep fighting, and you can put a score on the card. Third shot, looking for a good one.
Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Has his par. The back nine here at Royal Troon has only one par 5, and here it is, Frank.
At 542 yards, you'd think it's reachable, but that burn cuts in at 280 yards, so it means you have to lay back. But I remember back in 1997, playing alongside Tiger Woods, and he still managed to get it on the green from behind the burn. That was some shot.
You knew at that point he was something special.
He certainly was. He then knocked it in from 40 feet for an eagle 3. Second shot.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
He'll be pretty happy with that one. About 20 feet away, in a good spot. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, that's not one.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Frank, you've played in and contended at so many major championships. It's not a major if the finishing hole doesn't present a real challenge. What do you think of Royal Troon's finishing hole?
Well, it's not just the 18th hole, Rich, too. It's 16, 17, and 18 because the prevailing breeze, especially at the Open Championship time of the year, which is the second week in July, is normally back into it. So you look at that 464 yards, that's well bunkered off the tee, 3 on the left, 1 on the right, into a puffer breeze, and you've got yourself a great finishing hole.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. Makes the green in regulation. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
Oh, what a bonus.
There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.